fine. Are you chipper today? Have we got Brexit done, Femi?
Oh, not even close. I think we should do a bit of maths. It's been 7 years, and if you look back at from June 2016 to the election, that was the period that we all wanted to get done. That was the negotiations with the EU, the constant debates in Parliament, the votes in Parliament, the arguments across the country as to whether or not we should be doing Brexit. That took about 3.5 years. So when you do the maths, if Boris Johnson was elected to get Brexit done, they've actually, when you get to June this year, it will have been 3.5 years since he promised he'd got Brexit done. So instead of actually ending the chaos, in a couple of months' time, they will have doubled it.
She made it very clear, Ursula von der Leyen, that could not have happened with Liz Truss and certainly could not have happened with Boris Johnson.
The idea that we should be celebrating Rishi Sunak for making relations with the EU slightly better than Boris Johnson. Is Boris Johnson really the standard we should be setting for international relations? If somebody chops off your leg but then sews up the wound, you shouldn't be thanking them on your knees. No, they've still done major damage. As far as Northern Ireland goes, that Stormont break is an emergency mechanism. All the red lane, green lane stuff is just to try and fix the problems that Brexit created by people like Rishi Sunak. Rishi Sunak and all the Tories got behind Boris Johnson. They all stood on a manifesto that said, we will get Brexit done, and no more renegotiations is literally in their manifesto. They came to power on what we can all see is an absolute lie. A lie that has done major damage to our economy. And the very people that they promised to help, so fishermen, they're on course to lose £300 million by the end of 2026, according to the National Federation of Fishermen's Associations. Pig farming, absolutely destroyed. Exports, I think 1 in 5 small businesses in the UK are unable to sell to the EU anymore, according to the British Chamber of Commerce. This has done major damage. The idea that you can lump it all on Boris Johnson and act like Rishi Sunak is some guardian angel that's coming to save us from the damage that he's done.
I don't. The trouble with access to the single market, of course, on the current terms, he's being a rule taker, which negates our ability with regards to sort of global trade. And
it's incredible to hear that argument made, because people like me warned in 2016 to 2019 that in our current position of being members of the EU, the UK has 73 members of the European Parliament, giving us, I think, 3 times the average voting weight of the average EU country, which means that we had a significantly large say over those rules. And now, in order to get access to the single market, we now need to follow those rules and end up less sovereign than we were as EU members, and that is because of the Brexiteers. As for the idea of taking advantage of international trade, according to the government's own figures, that the advantage we've had from doing the trade deals we've done around the world since leaving the EU is 178 times less than the cost of Brexit in terms of the damage that's done to trade.